Alright, you guys, what is up? Share Goblin here, and today I've got a special surprise for you. I'm going to be doing a Jurassic World review, toy review, of course, but there's another surprise. That's not the only surprise I have. That's actually not the surprise. I have a different surprise for you guys, and it is something that it's awesome because I had it before, but it broke. I'll give you a clue. This is the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom rubber mosasaurs. And as you guys can tell, it is rubber because look at this. I can actually squeeze every part of its body. Except for, well, I can squeeze a little bit of its head. But look at that head. You guys, look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. That is the head of a mosasaur. And also, I think its mouth is also a little crooked. But whatever. Whenever I first got this guy, I got him over at Target for like $30. Because the original price, I think, was like $60. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to buy him yet. I'm going to wait till the price drops down a little bit. Because, so I waited a few good years. And sure enough, the price dropped from 60 to 40 to 20 not 20, but 30. And I guess that's the lowest it's ever gonna go. But I gotta say, for $30, this thing ain't bad. And it came with a tail that was detached. You have to, of course, attach the tail. And once you attach these things, you can't take them off. Otherwise, you risk breaking it completely off. Now, it also, you did have to put the fins together. Now, the fins, for me, were the hardest part because you had to figure out which ones were which. But once I figured out what it looked like on the inside and the outside, I was able to just choose which one was to go where. So, once you do that, it's pretty much easy. But this guy is awesome. And I mean, I have taken them out of the box. I had them on my shelf just waiting for a review because I knew I was having something come to me by a good old friend of mine who went to North Georgia. And some of you guys may be thinking what's in North Georgia, but we'll get to that in a minute. But look at the sculpt. Look at that. Look at the paint job on this thing. This Mattel has gone straight up 10 out of 10 on this thing. And look at that tongue. Jesus. Look at that tongue. Look at the gleam on the tongue right there. That is ridiculous. Although they could have added a few other details like speckles or something to the tongue to give it a little difference in appearance. I mean, it's just a pink tongue. There's no blood or anything. And then up underneath on the roof of the mouth, you guys can see that there are teeth inside of the mouth. And I don't really know what that is for, but I'm guessing that the mosasaur's close relative was the Komodo dragon because the only reptile known today to actually have teeth up under its mouth, like inside of its mouth like that, on the roof of its mouth, is the snake and the Komodo dragon, or the monitor lizard. So that's where I'm guessing that's where this guy's ancestors came from, and eventually swam in the oceans and stuff and became evolved. But this guy's paint job, the paint job, 10 out of 10, sculpt, 10 out of 10. Now there are, like, I don't know if everybody else has had this issue, but like there's like white speckles and stuff over here. I'm not sure if that's just part of paint or something. I don't know. But, wait, hang on. Yeah, that's probably just paint and stuff. But, I mean, I love it. And I see that they actually took that apart as well. But, I mean, yeah, out of all of that, I mean, it's a solid 10 out of 10. And I've been wanting a good old mosasaur figure from Jurassic World. But whenever Hasbro made theirs, I mean, I went to Walmart one day and I found where they had theirs, and kind of like with a little submarine and stuff. and a little action figure, and I was like, no, that ain't worth $30. I mean, it was like it was legit $30, and I'm like, no, I ain't paying $30 for no stinking ass toy like that. I'm gonna wait till I can get a good toy, and the Mattel has achieved that goal. Look at that. That is awesome, and I wouldn't say you can actually put this in a bathtub or water. I mean, I think you could, but I don't know what that would do, because I mean, it is rubber, and I don't know how rubber will be affected by water, or at least this type of rubber. I mean, they said in the instructions not to put this in water. There's a good reason why they say that. Now, most people, I have learned that most people that buy these toys, like, the jaw will be weak and all, but my mosasaur's jaw is completely fine. Like, look at that. It can close. Well, yeah, it can close and all. It's good. But we're gonna put you aside there, little guy, because I have a special treat for you guys. In fact, we're gonna do it like that, so that way he can watch as well. He can watch right there. So I have a special treat. My friend Mr. Johnson went to North Georgia, Helen, Georgia, up in the north of Georgia, and he took his grandkids there, and I'm not going to say too much, but he had fun. I hope he did. And there's this one particular store that I always love to actually go in whenever I go to North Georgia, and it is a fossil and gold store where you can actually buy a bag of gold and whatever, or a bucket of fossils, or a bucket of gold, a bucket of sand that has gold and stuff, and it will have sand in it, and you have to sand off everything. And if you buy a bucket of fossils, it will give you like little pieces of shark tooth and other cool stuff. I mean, it's by far the best store to get whenever you were looking for fossils. But it also has like ammonites, ammonite fossils and stuff. It even had like this giant crocodile skull. And these things are real. These things aren't fake. But one of my most favorite things there, like they do also have like megalodon teeth, and that was pretty cool. But one of the things that you cannot get anywhere else, at least I don't think you can, at least that's not fake, is this. Do you see that? Do you see that? Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. That is too perfect. Do you know what that is, you guys? Do you know what that is? I mean, come on. This guy knows what it is because it belongs to him. This is a mosasaur tooth. And I am not kidding when I say that. I'm not kidding. Absolutely, I'm not kidding at all whenever I say that. This is a real live mosasaur tooth. And that is bigger than the one I had before. The one I had before was a little smaller than that and a little skinnier. But this one is thicker. Oh my God, this thing is huge. I mean, like, look at that. Like, that's almost about the size of my pinky right there. That's ridiculous. That is awesome. And then I can actually just display it up like that. That is cool. Wow. That is awesome. And you can see the color still in the tooth and all. That is amazing. That absolutely is amazing. And the tooth is still sharp as well. But I'm guessing like most crocodilians and other reptiles, teeth always did fall out whenever the mosasaur or whatever was eating on the dead animal. Teeth would always fall out and they would regrow new teeth. And I'm guessing that's what happened, is this tooth fell out of its mouth and landed in the sand, and eventually and it just eventually got fossilized. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. And not only did I get that, no. And guys, you guys want to know how much this all cost? Oh, too bad. I'm not gonna tell you. Shut up! I'm making a video. Sorry about that, you guys. Stupid cats out there fighting. But yeah, you guys are gonna have to comment down in the sections below. How much did this cost? Because I bought one not too long ago, but it got destroyed whenever I had it in my pants pocket and forgot about it and put it in the wash and the dryer, and it shattered to pieces. And I was destroyed when that happened. So I'm pretty glad I got a new one. And then, not only did I get that, oh, come on, Mr. Johnson. Look at this, you guys. And also, I'm not sure if you guys can see, if you guys can read that. Come on, focus. But it says Helen, Georgia. And it's a thing of Bigfoot. It's got Bigfoot. That is ridiculous. That is, wow. But it says Helen, Georgia. It's got a thing of Bigfoot walking through the woods. I guess Bigfoot is pretty popular around that area. Which actually is, because, I mean, I actually watched Finding Bigfoot one time on Animal Planet. Well, I watched all the Bigfoot series, all the Bigfoot seasons and shows. And they did a show in Helen where they were trying to track him, and there was a lot of culture around there about him. So that's a souvenir right there. That's a souvenir. I'm gonna put that back in the bag, but the tooth I'm gonna put on my shelf. I mean that's just too awesome. Wow, I'm definitely gonna have to thank Mr. Johnson for that. That is way too awesome. And that's the main reason why I didn't do a review on this guy, was just because I was waiting for this thing. And if you guys are thinking, no, that tooth is a fake, it's just a cast mold and stuff, it is not. And I can promise you that. And there will be a tooth that I will be buying later on in the future. I will be buying a Spinosaurus tooth and a T-Rex tooth one day. But for now, this will do. So, yeah, well, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I am truly impressed by the size of this tooth. And yeah, it was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I mean, I saw it, whenever I saw it, I was like, oh good Lord, this thing is giant. But wow, that's cool. I basically own a tooth from a mosasaur. Now, what's mosasaur? I have no clue, because there could be tons of mosasaur. But yeah, that is pretty interesting right there. So, without further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you do, smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've been to Helen, Georgia, and let me know how much this has cost. Let me know what the price is on this, because I know the price, but I want to see if you know the price. And let me know if you've ever bought this before, because if you have, you need to support me. So, without further ado, I'll talk to you guys later. Sure Goblin, out.